Hey guys, this is Laura with McLeod Homestead, and it has been an awful long day today. First, the pigs destroyed the chicken fence when they got out the other night. So, chickens have been mad at me because I've been keeping them locked up, and egg production's down because of it. Needless to say, today. So I went through and I fixed the fencing for the chicken coop. I'll show it to you here. As you can see, these pigs have destroyed the chicken fence. They are getting out everywhere. Fencing that has been buried for years has been dug up in a matter of 10 minutes with these pigs getting out. So I am now in the process of fixing fencing again. It's a never-ending cycle, especially with animals. So what I've done is I dug a trench, took a piece of slab wood, put it in the ground, and it's not attached to the fencing, it's just set in there. Like over here, it is in the groove to help it being pushed back, but being wood, it'll just break down in time, turn into dirt, which is fine. And then what I will do is on the back side, I will rebury the fence in the trench on this side, and I will staple the fence to the wood. This is the back side. As you can see, it's come to this side of the door, which is fine. I don't care. It's not going to hurt anything. But as you can see, I got the trench. Like I said, this fencing will be buried down in the dirt and stapled. But I got more of a trench on this side to dig out yet. Well, we will see how long until they destroy this, but I took the wood, buried it. That is attached to the building, and we've got it done all the way around. Mama. We did take a break from working on the fence because little man wanted to play on the hoverboard. So here's a couple pictures of that. The chickens, once again, have control of their yard. For now, anyhow. Once the chicken coop was fixed, it was time for me to start making dinner. The other day, I bought some alligator bites. So, I'm going to show you here how I made those and how well those went over for dinner. Don't mind me. I just got out of the shower, got the chicken fence all done, and now we're gonna start dinner. One of the things I bought to try the other day was some gator meat. So the first thing it tells you to do is soak it in some milk. Hey baby, can you say hi? Little man hasn't been feeling the best. He's caught the fun cold that we've all had. So, which is why we didn't end up going to the big apple festival that we wanted to down at Prince Gallitzin. But next year. So according to the container, it's fillet of alligator. I've got it in the strainer, getting a lot of the water off of it first. Comes apart pretty easy, but I am gonna put it into chunks because I am going to put a breading on it and then fry it in oil. Now that the water is drained off of it and I've cut it into chunks, as you can see, that's good enough. I'm just going to pour some milk on it. Put the lid on it, shake it up, and let it soak. In the bag is some seasoned flour mixture that I had for coating fish, pork, meat, chicken, whatever you want. And to it, I'm going to add a tablespoon of my medium fajita seasoning, just to give it a little bit of kick. And we're going to shake it up. What I've done now is I've drained the milk off, and I'm going to sit here and let this drain just for a few more minutes as the oil starts to heat up, and we want that at 375 degrees. While we are waiting now for the temperature to get up there, we are going to take some of our alligator meat and toss it into the powder mixture. Do one more. Make sure it's Ziploc shut real tight. We don't need it mixed all over. And we just shake it all about. So we're checking the temperature, seeing if we're up to temperature. Remember, when you do your temperature, you do not let the thermometer touch the bottom. You want it in the middle of the oil. I've got about an inch of oil in this, which is what they call for. So far, we're at 300. All right, guys, we are good to go. Let's take that out. Let's put our pieces in. It says it should take about 3 minutes to cook. Make sure you shake off the excess flour mixture. Sorry, my dogs are surrounding me. While we are waiting for dessert, the alligator bites are ready. I've done a lot of traveling and I have never tried alligator. So here goes. It's a little chewy, but not bad. It does kind of have the taste of chicken. Kind of reminds me of the chewiness, kind of like squid, to be honest with you. And then I had watched a video on a chocolate pecan cobbler made in the smoker. Well, we just had to try that recipe too. So what goes better for dessert is some of that. So here's the part of the video on that. I have not smoked anything in my smoker all summer. So I figured, let's make sure the baby still works. And let's try making this awesome dessert. And that's what we're going to do. I've had the pecan wood soaking in water for a couple hours now. And that's what we're going to use in the smoker. And I have that currently heating up to temperature. It's got to be at 350 degrees. I just went to the grocery store and bought pie crust. Because let's face it, let's be easy. And one of the first things we want to do, according to the recipe, we take our 9-inch pie crust, lay it in our pan, and then we are going to take our knife and cut around the edge, and we are going to take that excess out. So that way just the bottom of the pan is covered. Now, what we want to do is chocolate chips. I've got milk chocolate chips. And we are going to pour these, and we are going to pour this on the bottom. So that it's all covered. And just so you know, before I started putting everything in the pan, I did take and spray it with cooking spray. In the bowl, I've got 6 eggs, all beat up. It looks kind of funny because I'm using the dehydrated eggs. And then I'm adding 2.5 cups of brown sugar. I'm going to mix that in just a little bit. To this, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of light corn syrup.
For some, I thought that was water.
No, it's corn syrup and it's sticky. Very, very sticky. That's what you make a lot of candy with. Sugar and corn syrup. We're going to set that to the side because I'm going to need it here in a little bit. So we're going to mix this in a little bit. And I am going to go and get the other 2 ingredients. The next ingredient is melted butter. It's a 1/2 cup or 1 stick. Just dump it in. And then it calls for 4.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I have made my own bourbon vanilla extract, and I think this is going to be perfect. This is the first I've used it. It's been 6 months. Oh, I wish you guys could smell it. Oh, it smells delicious.
I think you can smell it.
You want to smell? You don't like the smell, do you?
I like the smell.
I'm going to measure 4.5 teaspoons of bourbon vanilla. Bourbon vanilla.
Oh, bourbon vanilla.
Yes, it's alcohol, baby. It's a type of alcohol. And we're going to mix this all up. A couple minutes, we're going to mix in 2.5 cups of chopped pecans. There's the pecans. And we're going to fold these in. And that's all. that's all these ingredients for this part. For this next part, we bring back our pan, and it says to put half of the pecan mixture on it. So we're going to put it on and spread it all around. And then we will put our next dough on top of it. Again, I had already pre-cut it. Probably why it's not exactly fitting the best, but it'll work. As you can see, we are not up to temperature yet. I just put the wood and stuff in the smoker, so once it's up to temperature, we will put that in the smoker for 20 minutes. So this has been in the smoker for 25 minutes, and it has set pretty good. Now we put the other half of the mixture on. I'm not gonna lie, they take the time to really put a lot of pecans all around, nice and neat and super tight. Guys, it's late at night. Mama is getting tired. So I am just going to put a few on. So this will go back into the smoker for another half hour or until it is fully set. It's been in for about a half hour, so let's check it. Ooh, yeah, that's looking good. We're gonna give it just a few more minutes, let it set up more. All right, everybody, it has been 20 minutes and it's set up pretty good. Trying to get a piece for my little guy because he needs to get to bed. Might be a little warm, might want to blow on it. Blow on it. Well, what do you think? Thumbs up? Is it good? So it's good. You are very tired, aren't you? I'm going to do my taste test. I don't know if you can look and see. Still pretty warm. That's really good. With the chocolate. Oh yeah.
What chocolate?
I think this recipe I might keep. Now, laundry's done. Kitchen's cleaned up. I've had my shower. Little man's in bed. It's time for this girl to actually kick back and relax for the night. But I want to thank you for coming along. Just getting a little tidbit into a day in my life. Come on. Come on, Bree Bree. Deer across the road. But I want to thank you for coming along, and please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Toodles.